Hello everyone. This is my first time doing a live video. So I honestly thought that I always said I wanted to do videos on TikTok. I just have to build more confidence. I'm not gonna lie. As you can see, I have no teeth in my mouth. That's because of me surviving stage 4 cancer, lymphoma. I've been through a lot. So I know I'm not supposed to care what everybody thinks, but I'm working on it. But I always thought that my first video would be more of me introducing myself a lot more because there's things I want to talk about. But because of what's happening right now, I just wanted to give my 2 cents on it. So I heard all the stuff that was going on about young Miami. And some words might not come out as clear. Again, it's speech because of me surviving cancer and of course not having teeth. I do not understand how much our teeth affects our speech. Oh Lord. But gotta laugh to keep from crying. Gotta laugh to keep from crying. So young Miami, I heard everybody that was talking about, especially India, Ari, and Nikki Gilbert. I think that was her name. Um, India Ari always did music that uplift black women, or let me just say women. She have always done those empowering songs. I'm actually a fan of India Ari. But I listened to Young Miami spin that, and I actually watched the video as well. Here's the reason why I don't like the song, and it's crazy because I know what I'm about to say right now. I already know Trick Daddy. If he can say that about two women talking about not wanting his thing, and then whatever. First of all, nobody wants your thing in them. Okay. Number two, if he can say that about them too, I'm pretty sure Trick Daddy is going to talk about me not having teeth. He's probably gonna say nobody want my ugly behind and all this stuff. Because if you could degrade two women on like that only for their opinion, I can imagine what you're gonna say to me as a cancer survivor. But I actually beat the unbeatable, so that's why I look like this. And by the way, I am still beautiful and gorgeous with all my scars. But go ahead, Trick Daddy and everybody else who wanna talk about me because of my opinion. The reason why I don't like Young Miami spin that song is this. First of all, when you just see a story about a young black boy who just went into the store and got accused of shoplifting water and he was innocent and lost his life, when you see all these stories about black people that are being accused of shoplifting, even though they're not. When you see all these viral videos of black people going in stores and the managers or the employees are accusing them of stealing what they didn't even steal and won't even offer an apology when they wrong, when they knew they was wrong in the first place, but they just wanted to do that because they're racist. When you see a lot of elderly and a lot of disabled people that are being scammed out of their life savings from a lot of men who, because mainly men are the ones that are doing the scamming of the elderly and the disabled. And I'm a disabled person, but thankfully I'm able to like look out for that, but not everybody is. So you see a lot of men who are scamming the elderly and the disabled, and you see a lot of black people that are being accused for shoplifting slash boosting when they wasn't. That is not a song you want to talk about. Like, why are we talking about? And if you listen to her lyrics, she's saying you could, at the end of the song, she says something about, well, you're doing the best you can. First of all, you do know now because of that song, a lot of especially racist white people are going to use that to their advantage. See, that's why we think y'all black people be up in here stealing. She just wrote a song, talk about something. Go ahead, boosting. Go ahead, scamming, because you doing the best you can. Do you see, Young Miami, what you did with that song, and the fact that people are okay with that song is the problem? That is not a hit to me. That is degrading. That is going to cause more problems. Does she realize that's not a song that needs to be promoted any kind of ways? Because when that is not doing the best you can, and I know all of us, especially right now, are going through so much financially. We can't pay for food. We can't barely pay our our bills. You know, we can't even pay for medical care. So I understand that and I get that. You know, as somebody who lives on disability, I can tell you it's very, very hard. But I don't shoplift. And there's a lot of people that don't boost either. They're not out here boosting and shoplifting, and they're not out here scamming people. So to say that when you are those, you know, go ahead, boosters, go ahead, scammers, you doing the best you can, spend all that money you got from boosting and you know, scamming. That's not a song that you want to sing or rap about to young people, especially young black people that or any black person right now with so much stuff going on. You have to, when your music is art and your music impacts people. I'm not trying to pretend like we ain't got songs out here that are crazy songs. You know, listen, I'm not pretending that. But when, especially in a time like this, when you have so much racism that and hate that is going on, this is not a time as you as a black woman yourself to be promoting, boosting, and scamming and act like whatever you got from it, that's just go ahead and spend that money because you earned it. That's not earning it, and that's not doing the best you can. So to me, Young Miami, I don't think that's a good song. I don't agree with anybody taking up for that, saying it's a good song, because like I said, we're gonna have a lot more racist people that's gonna use that to their defense of saying, see, this is why when y'all black people come in our stores, we think you boosting, we think you shoplifting, because we got an artist talking about go ahead and whatever money you get for that, spend that because you're doing the best you can. This is why we think everybody that comes our way is scamming us, and especially black people, because look, she's just saying go ahead, scam because you're doing the best you can. You see, that's not doing the best you can, because we want to show people that even though we're going through so much and it's so hard, there are ways to do the best you can without shoplifting and boosting and scamming people out of their hard-earned money. That is ridiculous. And yes, you could say it's just a playful song, but I do not think that's a playful song. I can't condone that song at all. And I think it's sad that she would write a song like that, especially when we're seeing black people that are dying in these situations of being accused of shoplifting when they wasn't even shoplifting or boosting or anything like that. And we have to understand, or when we see that scammers are doing some crazy stuff and getting innocent black people killed because they are putting other people in situations, and it's not right. Especially when you see so much of swatting going on against young black people or black people in general. This is not okay. This is not okay. So I do not agree with that. So again, I know that Trick Daddy he's probably might not see it because I'm what you call a nobody, and then again it might be shared, and then people he might see it again. I know he's going to talk about what I look like and talk about me not having no teeth, all because what I'm saying is the truth. People don't like when you say the truth. That's the point. People talk about you a lot when you speak on the truth because they have to distract from the truth. So if I could talk about her not having teeth in her mouth, not looking, being ugly, then nobody's going to listen to what she is saying that is actually true. We as young people, especially black people as artists, can do so much better than a song like that for a hit. And there's other ways to be playful that's not saying or advocating for boosting and scamming, even though that's not, and she can say, well, I'm not advocating it, but at the end of the song you say, go shout out to you that's doing the best you can as boosting, and no, then that's not something you should have said. So you have to watch the messages that you're doing when you're doing something like that, especially in these times. So Young Miami, I am not a fan of this song. I do not like this song. And why do we gotta keep saying the B word all the time and curse so much? And why are we calling ourselves a B word? I'm gonna do other videos that talk about the B word and a lot more other stuff too, because we have to do better, especially as black women. We have to do better. So again, this is just my personal opinion about the song, and I hope that one day we can have a positive opinion when we speak on truth, and no one like Trick Daddy can use it to their advantage to go and be mean, evil people. Thank you. Just speaking the truth. Speak the truth.